You've gotten your hands dirty creating a few folders and files, but you still have a ways to go before you can call yourself a master. In this challenge, you'll set up this hierarchy of files and folders. The one wrench I've thrown into things is that you'll also need to create a symbolic link to a file in the hierarchy and put it at the top so it's easily accessible. You should be able to Google something along the lines of create a symlink on the command line, and then an intrepid lass or lad will use the man command to learn more about whatever command they find. Go ahead and pause the video and get started on the challenge. Alright, let's see how you did. I'll go ahead and clear this real quick. And then, what you should have done first is make a new folder called zoo. To do this, you should have used the makedir command. Once you have that folder made, you can go ahead and cd inside of it. And now you want to make each of the subfolders. One interesting thing about makedir is that you can actually pass in more than one folder name if you want to. In this case, we'll make reptiles, mammals, and birds. Now if we do an ls, we see that we have 3 new folders. Now that we have each folder, we want to add one animal file to each. To do this, we'll use the touch command like last time. To accomplish this, we'll want to cd into each folder, touch the new file, and then cd back up to this folder. One nifty thing is that you can actually issue a set of commands that should all run in order. So in this case, we want to cd into birds, and then we can type the and symbol. And this just means we want another command to happen next. So after we're in the birds folder, we'll want to do touch, and we'll touch the eagle.txt file. And then once the file is created, we'll just want to cd back up one directory. So we type and again, and then cd ... And then you can just go ahead and hit return. And as you can see, we're still in the zoo folder. But if we do an ls on the birds folder, we see that our eagle.txt was successfully created and placed in the folder. Alternatively, you can just include a folder name when you're using the touch command. This time, let's go ahead and type touch, and then reptiles/trex.txt. Now if we ls the reptiles folder, we see that this way worked as well. Finally, let's do the same thing and add the koala to the mammals folder. Once we have all this set up, the only thing left to do is to set up our symbolic link. Let's go ahead and clear our screen, and then do another ls. And what we want is a symbolic link file at the same level as these folders. I won't talk too much about what a symbolic versus a hard link is right now, but we will go into that in a future video. For now, I'll just say that if you looked in the man pages, you should have seen that the -s flag specifies that you want a symbolic link. So to create the link, we'll use ln, and then pass in -s, and then first we specify the original file. In this case, we're going to use birds/eagle.txt, and then we specify the name we want the symbolic link to have. In this case, it's called strongestanimal.txt. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are probably thinking T-Rex in this one, but it's not quite right. Now, if we do one more ls, we see that we do have this strongestanimal.txt here. And if we want to get a little more information about it, we can actually use ls and then -l. This stands for long. And here we see more explicitly that this strongestanimal.txt is just a pointer pointing to birds/eagle.txt.